So this is the breakfast Debbie has just prepared for us. I think she doesn't want us to leave because she's been looking after us so well. So this is oatmeal, walnuts, brown sugar, coconut, some brightly coloured things. What?
Marshmallows?
Oh, the marshmallows! Cream, pumpkin pie spice. So wow, I don't think I'm leaving. And this is Smalls, and yeah, she's of the same opinion.
I took an extra 0, so you know this place spoils you for sure. That's a definite.
So once again, amazing Debbie. Oh, back on the trail, up Devil's Slide Trail for a long, long way and up really, really high. So it's going to be a slow start. Good morning.
No, I'm Smalls. I'll be trying to keep up with homemade. I don't know how long I can though. We'll see.
So good morning. It is day 16 today. Just had the most wonderful 0 day. Debbie was an absolutely amazing host. Yeah, just wonderful company, really neat conversation, and she really spoiled us as well.
Definitely spoiled us for sure.
So I am mentally and physically recharged, and looking forward to getting back on the trail. I'm going to take it really easy just to warm up into this hill, and then because it's a beautiful day I'm going to have a try at climbing San Jacinto and then continue on, and it's 5 to 6 days to my next rest stop. So good to be back on trail. And whoa, big hill to start.
Yes, just a slight hill to start up on, just to warm us up a little bit, you know.
This is a pretty steep hill, but there's some beautiful views to reward for the climbing. Wow, it's amazing, and it's nice not suffering the hill alone. Yeah. So conversation always makes a hill go easier.
Yeah, it makes it not so painful, that's for sure.
Because while it probably looks flat on the video, it's not. Still climbing, not even halfway up, but look across it there. That's where we're heading up to, up on the skyline. So we've got a long way to go, but it's going surprisingly well. I am puffing, but not too badly. And the path at the moment's quite nice. We'll start to get up into the rocky areas soon. So this is the same tree I took a video of going down, but I think the light's better. Just look how that bark is wrapped around on a diagonal. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen that in a tree. It's like they wrapped it as a bandage and it just goes around, and it's huge. Yeah. You know, there's a comparison with Smalls, ironically, yes, next to the big tree.
It's the height Smalls, not the underwear Smalls.
So that is just, and look at all the branches up there. That's beautiful. I'm making pretty good progress. The top is definitely getting closer. Now I'm heading into the rougher part and steeper switchbacks. But it's beautiful looking at it. Quite a few through hikers coming down for their rest day, but I don't envy them. I am looking forward to back on the trail. Getting really close to the top now, but look at the view. Wow. Woohoo! That's what happens when you climb a lot. You get some beautiful views. Wow, so I am back on the trail again. And surprisingly, that hill was nowhere near as bad as I was expecting. It only took an hour and 5 minutes. So it was only just a little bit slower than going down, which is, wow, it's amazing. So there's the PCT marker and the sign. So I'm gonna just go in my sneakers for just a little longer and see what the snow is like before I decide if I'm going to put my crampons on. It's quite a strong sun, so the snow is going to soften up quickly. But wow, what a difference from the cold and misty mountain that I left to now beautiful blue sky. So, gonna be a great climb up Mount Jacinto, if I can get there before the snow melts too much. So far it's been a lot more dirt than snow, and this snow, it's softening up and it's quite grippy, so I'm glad I didn't put my crampons on. Oh, a lot of climbing.
Used to facing me.
So this is Jen. Jen's carrying her own stuff and she is going up San Jacinto Peak. I've just met two great locals. Woo. And they've just given me some advice. I was trying to decide which way to go up the mountain. So I'm going to follow the locals' advice and go up this side, not the other. That's another cool tree in front there. So this is one of the few snow patches. It's been mainly dirt, just very short snow patches. So it's been fairly easy travel so far. But yeah, lots of climbing. Oh wow. So I'm up 2,600 meters at the moment, and wow. So the trail came down into a saddle down there. Idlewild is down in there. Woo-wee. Yeah, I'm puffing a bit with this hill, but it's not too bad. Once again, switched back, so there's little rest stops where it's a little bit flatter. Oh, it's just beautiful. Look at that view. Wow. So I'm up in slow now, but it's hard to know if the snow is going to stay or if it's going to go. So I'm still okay in my shoes, so I'll go a little bit further, but if it gets icy then I'm going to have to put my crampons on. But for now, yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually a nice consistency. Tiny bit of give, but not too much. This trail has had a lot more people on it than the trail on the other side of Devil Slide, so you get a lot of day hikers who do this from Idlewild and go up the mountain. So that's why the trail's a lot more defined and a lot better established. Look, it's the undiscovered pyramid of San Jacinto. The way I've just come. Oh, so beautiful. I'm trying desperately hard not to get Christmas carols stuck in my head. Even though New Zealand, it's summer for Christmas, we still get a lot of the movies from America and the UK where Christmas is snow. So it's so hard not to think of it. And it's just such beautiful white snow and the pine trees. Signpost. Here's another signpost. So I'm at the junction now. Let's go down and have a look at this sign. There you go. It's a signpost. So I've just come from Saddle Junction, and it has taken 1 hour from Saddle Junction to get here. And that's where I am heading. So 3.7 miles up, and then it'll be 3.7 miles back, and then I'll be heading that way back on the PCT. So 3.7 miles to go that way. This is a really deep part of snow, and because it's in the sun, it's quite soft, a little bit of post holing, but I believe we're going to be heading up there, and it looks a bit more patchy snow up there, so it might be easier walking once I'm through this bit. We'll see. It's beautiful snow. I still love the sound that snow makes. Yeehaw! The snow is a bit more patchy now, so you get some nice long breaks like this, and then it goes into dirt, and then it's a mixture that difficult in between, where you're sort of scrambling from one surface to the other. Filtered my water from that. That's where I've just come from, and look at that. That is just beautiful. Alright, so I have got to the junction, so I still have 2.3 miles to get to the top. And I've just discovered there's actually a cable car that takes you from the desert floor up to I think 8,000 meters. That would be a lot easier way than having to do the climbing. So there's a whole lot of people up here who were the smart ones who took the cable car. There's the trail. And there's the cable car. Yeah, that's the better way to do it. I don't know if it takes away from the experience, suddenly jumping across a group of people who say, I've taken a cable car up the side of the mountain. I imagine it must cause a few safety hazards. People coming up here in this cable car, little day packs, not enough warm clothing, and the weather changes. Must be a bit of a challenge. I'm guessing there's quite a lot of people that do the cable car route because the track is even more bedded in. It's also because this part is a lot softer snow, but it's actually lovely walking. It's not a lot slower than walking on dirt, just for this part. The other parts have been slower. I'm actually feeling pretty good at the moment. I think I'm still going from the big oatmeal that Debbie gave us for breakfast, which is pretty cool. Smalls did this last year, so she's keeping on the trail straight away. So I'm not sure if I'll see her again, or maybe in a week or two. Just depends what she does for rest and what I do for rest. But this is pretty cool. Absolutely loving being up in the snow and in the mountains, and yeah, this is what I wanted. I love the desert, I love the variety, but I'm a mountain girl at heart, so I'm pretty happy at the moment. That's the main trail down there. There's a couple of trails, and it actually heads that way, the main trail, and it's going to do a big switchback. But as this isn't the PCT, and I'm not going to cause any damage, I'm going to take the direct route, which other people have taken as well. So there's some really nice footprints. This way I get to go straight up. I just met some people who turned around short of the summit and coming back down. First timers in microspikes, so they made a good decision. At the moment the snow is still really slushy, so I still haven't put my spikes on. If I'm going to be post holing, I'd rather not do it in spikes, and I have not been slipping at all with such steep trails, so Still, just in my shoes, but still comfortable. The scenery probably looks pretty similar in the videos, but it's just so beautiful. And it gives me an excuse to stop and have a rest. I am above 3,000 meters now. So, making good progress. That's a big, steep hill in front of me. The snow is really slushy and post-holing's a bit of an issue. So as much as I can, I'm trying to follow footprints of other people who've gone through today, who hopefully are heavier than me and have compacted it down. I've made it. I am on the top. I thought I still had another half mile to go. Woohoo! I am at the top of San Jacinto! Woohoo! Absolutely amazing! Okay. Oh wow! Can you see behind me? Hey, this is just... It is so cool. First big mountain of the PCT. Hey, just look at how beautiful it is. I'm pretty happy. I'm feeling pretty good too. Debbie's Super Oats has just kept the energy going for so long. Right. I might have some lunch up here, and then there is a choice. You can head back down that way, and it leads you meet up with the PCT, but if you do that you miss quite a few miles of the PCT. So I am heading back the way I've come. So my actual trail mileage today is going to be pretty low, but it's worth it to do a side trip like this. A bit of a worry how close some of these footprints are to the edge, because I'm pretty sure there's a cornice along here. This is as close to the edge as I'm getting. I think people just don't know what a cornice is, which is scary. So I missed the hut on the way back because the tracks went directly, but it's just down there, so I'll have a look on the way down. So this is what the hut looks like on the inside. There's an emergency shelter, not too bad. It's got 4 bunks, even got some thermal pads to lay on, some ladders. Of course you want ladders up here. Some emergency supplies and some more bunks. So I know a lot of people hike up here and then do the sunrise, but beautiful construction. Look at that up there. Pretty cool. Some emergency rescue equipment up there, and then these beautiful stone walls. Alright, so back to the snow. Oh, and look at the depth of the snow to actually get to the door. Someone's dug it out. So the people that were just here have climbed from the desert floor up to this elevation, and 21 miles, and they started at 1:30 in the morning. So it makes what I'm doing seem like nothing. Okay, so now I am heading back down the way I came. Yeah, much easier this way. Looks like you're dropping off the edge of the mountain till you just get over the little lip, and then you see actually it's not quite so bad, but still quite a way. Woo! Summit up there. So there's actually a whole lot of people up there, so I was really lucky to get it. There were only 2 other guys when I was up there. A big section where people have been post-holing. It's probably easier if I show you that way. Yeah, it's nice to see a dog.
Right.
Jin, was it?
June.
Jin. with the sun softening the snow. 25 people doing that cactus to summit challenge, and by cactus they mean the desert way down the bottom. The trail is starting to consolidate really well. I haven't needed traction devices all day. It's been absolutely fine. Still carry them, because if you're here earlier than I got here, then it will be a bit icy. But there are a couple of people with snowshoes who have really flattened out the trail nicely, so it's really easy walking now. Woohoo! Back to the first junction. That way for the cable car, and this way for PCT. So it is 22:04. So I'm probably going to get back to the main trail and set up a camp spot, or find a camp spot. As you can see, the trail from the junction down to the PCT is not quite as well travelled. Dog prints. That's from Jin. It's not a bear or mountain lion, it's just a dog. Big dog. So now I'm zigzagging my way way back down before I can rejoin the trail. From this morning are completely melted away. First big post hole of the day. This bit's actually really hard because it's a long and narrow track, and a lot of it's been melting away underneath. So you've got to be very careful where you walk, because if you walk too close to that side, there's really big holes underneath the snow, and the same on that side. And in the middle, it's lucky dip whether it's solid or not. So that is a post hole. Snow is just ugly to walk on and dangerous. I think you can see where it's hollow underneath there, so you're falling through, post holing all along here, and this is the reason that I'm actually planning, weather dependent, to go through this year's early while the snow is still frozen, because if you wait and you're going through in the thaw, then this is the sort of thing that you're going to be walking on, and yeah, I just don't like it. I'd rather walk on solid snow. This is the last snowfield before I hit the junction and back on trail. Woohoo! Probably about 5 minutes away. Be good to be back to actually earning trail miles, not bonus side trail miles. I just passed two guys, and thankfully now I have some nice footprints to follow, because it was really bad potholing along here. Because this is in the shade, it started to refreeze at the top, and I've just filled up with water, so I've increased my weight. So I've been dropping through quite a bit, but now I can follow these two guys' footprints. I made it! Woohoo! So I am now back on the PCT. Just got to go and touch the signpost, and that will be my restart marker. Whew. Back on trail. So it is now 16:33. So that's a long day. So now it's just a matter of finding a tent site and stopping for the night. Woohoo!